Hey, it's Cobra here at MaddenGuides.com, and for this Madden 22 defensive tips, a video breakdown, I want to take a look at how to get both safeties in the box without moving them. And I think you guys are going to find this one pretty interesting, because what we're going to do here is we're not going to use the Show Blitz or Show Fake Blitz to get this. What we can do is we can actually use a defensive play that's actually going to put the safeties down the box, and then we can audible to any other play within that formation or into another formation if we so choose, and the safeties will stay in the box without ever having to move them. So that's pretty cool. And so I want to go ahead and show you guys how to do that. And as an added bonus, I'm going to go ahead and show you a defensive blitz that you can do to go ahead and add this as far as putting those safeties down the box. So I want to go ahead and get into this. And again, I think you guys will find this one pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and get right on into it, and I'll show you how to do it. All right, so as far as with this one, you can do this from any formation that has what I'm about to show. For this case, and for this video breakdown, we're going to go ahead and do it from the nickel normal. So what you're looking for is a certain type of play that's going to allow us to do this. And as you look at your screen here, it's going to be this particular play from the nickel normal, which is the double safety blitz. That's the play that we need to do this from. So what you're looking for is a defense where both safeties are blitzing. It doesn't matter if it's from the nickel normal. It could be from a 4-3 under. It could be from, you know, a lot of the other defenses in the game. You just got to find those particular defenses where the safeties are blitzing. So in this case, again, we're going to use a nickel normal double safety blitz. So let's go ahead and get on into it. And we'll just run this against the gun bunch spacing switch play. And as you're going to see those two safeties automatically come down the box. So here's the play as you look at it. Now, I'm not going to run this blitz, but what I am going to do is I'm going to audible into another play within this particular formation. And again, I want you guys to go ahead and concentrate on these safeties here. So here's one safety, here's the other safety. I'm going to go ahead and audible into another defense. In this case, we're going to audible into the cover 2 man. Now, you'll notice we're still in man coverage, but now we're into the cover 2 man. And those two safeties, they never moved. They stayed right where they're at. So there they are right there. They're still in the box, down in the box. Now, what this is going to do with your opponent, he's probably thinking, if he had a run play on, he's probably thinking maybe I ought to go up over top because those safeties are down in the box. Maybe I ought to audible into something else where I'm sending my, you know, my receivers deep, and maybe he'll get out of his run play, but you're baiting him into it. Now, something else I'm going to point out to you guys. I want you guys to go ahead and watch something here, and I'm going to talk about this in just a second. As much as I like this, the problem is this nickelback, when you audible into a zone defense, for example, here, I'm going to go ahead and audible into the cover 4 palms defense that I like. Now, again, these are my audibles, and I will show you my audibles that I have for this particular formation. That doesn't mean that you have to have those. You can have whatever you want. But you notice that safety move, and that could be an issue for you guys. There's the safety right there. Although the two safeties didn't move. So the nickelback moved, but not the two safeties. So that's because I went to a zone defense, and that's a problem with that. A lot of times when you're in a zone defense and you audible, your opponent can tell if you're in man or zone out of the nickel formation, and that's not good. But one of the things you can do, let's go ahead and call timeout right here. One of the things you can do to go ahead and fix that, at least correct it if you so choose, let's go ahead and go into our adjustments here. Now, I'm not a big fan of baseline being on all the time. As you know, a lot of times I usually, if I want the baseline, I usually manually do it. However, you can go into your coach adjustments and go ahead and do it here. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And I'm going to go back into our defense, which is going to be where the two safeties are blitzing. Again, it's the double safety blitz. And this time, you can see right there, we got baseline on. Now, we can go ahead and audible into our cover. Let's go into our cover 4 palms. And the thing is, you'll notice that this nickel, if you remember right earlier, he was when we didn't have the baseline, he was way over here. Well, here he is over here. He never actually moved. So that's the nice thing. So if you want to have baseline on, and then you audible into this formation or play, then they're not going to change. They're not going to change or anything like that. So your opponent's not going to know you're in man or zone coverage right off the bat. So that's kind of nice right there. That's going to kind of allow you to do some different things with that. So if you so choose to have baseline on, that's fine, and you'll be able to do this. And this is going to help disguise your defense a little bit better. So I just want to point that out to you. All right, now what I want to show you is an added bonus here, and that's to go ahead and show you a blitz that you can run from this particular defense. Now, before I do that, let's just briefly call timeout again here, because I want to go into let's go into my audibles real quick. So I want to show you some of my audibles that I got with this. Now, again, that's really up to you as far as your audibles. You do not have to do the audibles that I'm doing. I just want to show you my audibles for here. So with this one, I've got cover 2 man, under smoke 2, cover 4 palms, and cover 9 show 2. Those are the defenses that I'm going to set up. The defense that we're going to focus in on here with this blitz I'm about to show out of the nickel normal is called under smoke 2. So it's right here. I do want to point this out to you. This play is not in every single nickel normal formation in the game. So only certain playbooks actually have the under smoke 2. And I don't know why that's like that, but only a few playbooks actually have this. So if you're running a nickel normal, the team that has a nickel normal in their playbook, they may not have this. So the ones that do have this is the 49ers, Browns, Chiefs, Jets, multiple D, and Raiders. Obviously, I'm using the Chiefs. So just keep that in mind if you guys are following along with this and you decide that you want to go ahead and use this blitz. So let's go back into our defense here. Again, this is going to be that double safety blitz. And then we're going to go ahead and audible into the under smoke 2. And there it is. Now, what I like about this particular defense is, as you look at it, one of the nice things about this is you're going to get this tackle right here actually dropping back. This is a true zone blitz because now you get this tackle dropping back into a hook zone into this area here. And then you get this corner, as you look at it, he's going to be blitzing off the edge. And a lot of times he can get pressure on the quarterback and not be blocked. So you get that guy coming from that edge there. And keep in mind, right now, we're in a cover 2 defense, which is fine. And we can still get some pressure on our opponent as well if we go ahead and take control of this guy right here, which is going to be this end. Now, I want to show you something else about him. And this doesn't always happen, but on occasion, you're going to see a blitz angle where he actually, this is more of a default blitz angle. If we zoom in on here, you can see that's kind of a default blitz angle looking as far as what he's doing. But there's sometimes you're going to get a different blitz angle on occasion where it's going to be something like this, where he comes over here and then he goes after the quarterback. You'll see that. I'm going to show that here in just a minute why that is, and I'll show you how you get that. But it doesn't always happen. Just keep that in mind. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. However, you can go a couple different ways here. If you want to be on the more consistent side, you can take control of this guy, and this is back to that left end pass rush move that I've shown before. You can go ahead and hot route him into a flat route. So he's going to run that flat or into a flat assignment right there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and manually rush him off the edge here. So you're going to come off the edge and come after the quarterback. And that's what you're going to do here. So that's what I'm going to do with this setup. And then what we're going to end up getting here is we're going to get double pressure. So we'll get this guy coming off the edge. And then we're going to get this other guy that I'm in control of coming off the edge. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch the left end manual pass rush, I suggest you do that because that goes in a lot more detail than what I'm doing in this video breakdown. But with that said, let's go ahead and run this and see what kind of pressure that we can get off the edge here. Pretty consistent right there as far as getting pressure. Now that nickel back almost got to him. He almost got in there as well, but he didn't, but that was pretty close. So I want to point that out to you. All right. The nickelback may or may not get in, but if he does, that's great. And you get double edge pressure. If he does get blocked, so be it. You know, like I said, he may or may not get blocked, but a lot of times he does get in. All right. What I want to do is I want to go back in here and I want to show you guys what I was talking about that assignment, that blitz assignment from the left end that you may or may not get. And let's go back into this double safety blitz again. It comes from this particular defense of play. If you look, let's go ahead and zoom in here. You can see his blitz angles there. There it is. So what it does is sometimes what'll happen is his blitz angle will carry over when you audible into another play. So let's go ahead and do it and see if it does it this time. But like I said, it doesn't always do that. And that time it didn't do it. But sometimes when you guys are labbing this, you may see that where you get that. And I'm going to tell you that you can manual pass rush with that and not have to audible into the hard flat. And sometimes you'll get in where you don't have to audible, or not audible, but hot route your defensive end into a flat, such as what I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and do it again here. And this is just the last time I'm going to show this to you guys as far as this blitz, or this thing right here. I kind of messed up a little bit right there, but I still got pressure on the quarterback right there. So you can see right there, nickelback got in. I got in a little bit late, but that's fine. So that's it on there as far as the manual pass rush and getting double edge pressure from this particular defense as far as getting to the quarterback. So hopefully that's something you guys can implement into your game. Now let's go back in here one more time and finish this up, and we'll wrap things up here. because I want to show you guys just one last little trick with this. So let's go ahead and go into this. And you can see those safeties come down the box. You can audible into another formation within, as long as you're allowed to do it. So for example, here we got the nickel 335, and we want to keep those safeties down in the box. So here they are again, right? Well, we should go ahead and audible into the cover 2 man. Here we go. And your safeties are down still in the box. So you can audible into another formation and still keep your safeties down in the box without actually manually having to do it. And that's really what this video's breakdown's been all about. Now just keep in mind, guys, you can go in other formations as well. Let's go ahead and go, if I got a little bit of time here, see if I can find another formation out of the Chiefs playbook that has this. But I want to show this to you guys real quick. Here it is. There's one right here, the 4-3 under. It should have one of the defenses that I'm going to show you guys real quick. Let's just do it really quick. Here it is, the safety blitz. So that's another one that you can do this from. So again, they're gonna come down the box, and then if you want to, let's audible into a cover 2 man, and there you guys go. They're down the box. So again, and then if you wanted to, assume that you got some different plays in here. Here we're going to the let's go into the 43 over plus Tampa 2. The safeties are still in the box, even though we audible into another formation within the 4-3 sets. We were able to audible into the 4-3 over one right here, this 4-3 over plus into the Tampa 2. So guys, I hope this is something that's going to help you guys out as far as bringing the safeties in the box. I know a lot of us do like to bring them down, but then we got to manually bring them down. And when we have to manually bring them down, it takes time to do that. And then we can't do maybe all other defense adjustments that we want to do. This is going to allow you to do that and give you guys some more time to do some other adjustments that you might want to do on defense. So hopefully this tip will help you guys out. And guys, again, I appreciate it. We're hitting up around 2,500 subscribers, which isn't bad because I really didn't start this YouTube channel until really midway last year, and I've really built it over the last few months, and I do appreciate it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe if you have not already, and definitely hit that like button. And if you guys got a comment, rather be, as long as it's constructive comment, I don't care if it's negative or positive, you go ahead and post that. As long as it's constructive, that's all I care about. So again, I appreciate it, guys. And I'll talk to you guys on the outside on another day here. Thank you.